Hello, my name is David Goodlad. I'm the Chief Executive of Triage Healthcare and I'm a Fellow of the Royal Society for Public Health. With me today I have Mark Gilman.
Hi, my name's Mark Gilman. I'm the Strategic Recovery Lead for Public Health England. I'm also a criminologist, so I'm a criminologist working in public health.
In terms of why someone would want to change, that there's over the past 30 years, I mean in the UK it really started by the likes of Roger Green, who's now moved back to New Zealand, and Mark Fenwick, in terms of solid, well thought out interventions. What's your view on intervention now and the shape of it in the UK?
Well, we've just started, as a result of a prison programme, ironically, a series of staged interventions prompted by family members. And it's fascinating because it's the recovery community itself healing its own, if you like, attempting to heal its own. So we're using like the classic intervention methodology. So basically, people will. So this afternoon, actually, one has been.
So Johnston Institute based sort of preparation.
Yeah.
This is what you've done. We've prepared. This is how you've affected me, sort of thing.
A
group of people and one leader, one facilitator.
That's the aspiration. Although I have to say, because it's been we're initiating as we go.
And I know those things. I mean that is a road full of wildfires. I mean it really is. There's that initiation as we go, isn't it? We're trying something with people who might not want it, might not be ready for it. But are we saying that the option is just to leave them and what?
Well, I mean, and I think there's a cultural element as well, because where we're doing it in some parts of Manchester, there's quite challenging communities, and
Careful.
It's but often finding the space to speak, because everybody speaks at once, and actually saying this, let this guy speak now, and so once everybody else has finished threatening them, about what they did to me and what you did to me, blah blah blah. It's about almost like the Christopher's intervention on The Sopranos.
Yeah. That's a good. Actually, it's a fairly. Have a look at that. If you want to know what interventionists have, well, maybe not.
Google, YouTube, Christopher's intervention.
Yeah.
Sopranos.
So, in terms of intervention, I think we both agree that. There is a time and a place for it, and quite often an absolute need for it, that really it's the only way that we're ever going to get a person to have a look at the effects of their addictive behaviour.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we know that. I mean, the whole thing about active addiction being a completely solitary exercise in self-will run riot, pour me a drink. I don't see any consequences for my actions. Why on earth don't you leave me alone? If you love me, you'd give me some money for some more cans.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Go to work, mate. I can't possibly go to work. I'm far too delicate for all that. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So a well-staged intervention, which actually says and shows you the exact consequences of your behaviour on those that you purport to love. Asking the fundamental question, well, what's coming out of your mouth is that you say you love me, you say you love your children, you say you love your wife, you say you love your mother, but your actions are that really you love drugs and drink more than you love me.